اليوم الأخير إن شاء الله في هذه الدورة العمل. الآن طبعا نستضيف اثنين اللي هو مستر أدي وينت وهوسيه لويس. أدي من ألمانيا وهويس من إسبانيا، من منظمة واحدة، منظمة what the organization name? Master, the organization name?
European Lock Master Group.
European Lock Master Group، مجموعة الأوروبية للمفتاح الرئيسي. الجماعة جايين طبعا كانوا في قطر، كان في معرض هناك للأساس الأمور الشرعية، وجو البارحة استكمال هذه الدورة، وهم متخصصين في الأمور التولز، صناعة التولز الخاصة حق المنظمات الحكومية وكيف تفتح الأبواب وطرقها. طبعا قبل كل شيء في أثناء قبل ما يبدون الجماعة، في أثناء هم راح يوزعوا عليكم أوراق تملون أساميكم وعناوينكم. فاتوا سنة لأن في أمور كان بعثكم إياها بعد حق التواصل. حيكون أيضا بالنسبة استبيان أخير حيكون بعد الدورة. الاستبيان هذا حيكون تملونه، ثم بعد ما يخلصون الجماعة إن شاء الله بننهي الدورة. لو في أي استفسار أو سؤال أو أي مشاركة أو رأي يعني يسعدنا نسمع منكم. Okay, تعليقات مارك.
Okay, so this week, as we told you, this is the final day where we would sort of tie all this together. For the past 4 days, we've given you an introduction to locks, to how they're open, the different techniques, and forensically how to look at them, and some examples of bypass. Today, we're going to show you some more sophisticated techniques as well as simple techniques that we touched upon. Obviously, you understand that to really go into depth on this, it takes several weeks or months really to become proficient. And some of these tools and techniques are very, very specialized. And so we tried to give you an introduction so you would have an understanding of at least what to look for. Adi Wendt has been a colleague and friend of ours for many years, based in Germany. Jose is based in Spain. These are both experts in their field. Adi has built a company that is the largest in the world for specialized lock tools and search and rescue tools and fire department tools worldwide. He is part of the American group, which is Lockmasters, which has been in business 60 plus years. And this company has all the tools, the best, everything that's in my book and CDs is sold by Adi Wendt because they have everything in the world that's relevant. And so we asked Adi, and the timing worked out right because of the meeting in Qatar. And so today, to finish up, I will turn this over to Adi and Jose, and they will demonstrate some tools, talk about some tools. We're going to do this. The video camera for the lab doesn't have the right interface to talk to the projector. So we're going to use my little Leica to feed live when they actually open things. But I don't have an external power supply, so I can't feed that all the time. We're videotaping this, but to feed it live so everybody can see it, that's how we'll do it. Adi, I'll turn it over to you now.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, Adi.
I cannot tell anything more.
Adi, I have to translate
Okay.
because not all of them.
So you want us to start over?
You want to continue? I cannot stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have to say thank you to be here. The first time here in your headquarters in Dubai. I work a couple of days with the Dubai police, with Walid and his group. I see some faces that I know. And I have to say thank you for you, Nasser, and you, for the organization and invited us that we can introduce them. The European Lockmaster Group are 13 companies.
اوكي. اشكركم على وجود هني، والاول مره يجي هني ويقابلكم. في بعض الوجوه شايفنا من قبل، ويشكر الاخ مارك على هالفرصه ويشكرني، ويسمونا وهم من جزء من المنظمه من شركه من عدد شركات 13 كمباني 13 شركه.
And although Marc and Toby are included in the European Lockmaster Group,
وايضا مارك وتوبي من ضمن المنظمه.
and one of the newest members is the best forensic laboratory we have in Germany. It's Manfred Goeth. He comes from the BKA in Wiesbaden, and now they have an own laboratory.
اوكي. في الان صنعت ادوات خاصه لفحص الاطفال من شخص خبير في BKA اللي هي الشرطه الفدراليه الالمانيه في فيسبادن. واشتغل الان بشكل يعني طلع من المختبر، سوى ادوات خاصه للفحص بشكل يعني للمختبرات الجنائيه.
And when you send an email here under the name Lockmaster, then you will have an answer of your questions when you have a problem to find routes or you need some information.
واذا هو عنده ايميل هني، اذا عندكم اي مشكله ممكن يساعدكم في بعض الحلول او الاجوبه اللي تساعدكم في الفحص.
You know the questions come later when you do your daily work, and when you know nothing, we like to help you.
طبعا الامور هاي تطلع من خلال الفحص، تطلع الاستفسارات واحد يبغى يعرفها، فهو مسعدين يساعدكم في المواضيع.
The Lockmaster Group have more than 30 instructors. 30.
المنظمه عندها اكثر من 30 مرشد او موجه او مدرس او يعني مدرب.
For any kind of questions about locks and security systems.
كلها عن الاقفال وسكيورتي تامينات خاصه بالقوارين.
I myself have more than 40 patents about tools. 40 patents, yes.
عنده 40 براءة اختراع في تصميم الادوات.
70% of our tools is produced in my company in Germany.
40% من الادوات اللي توزع في العالم من شركته هو.
A lot of tools come from Jose Luis, from the brain of this guy in Spain.
Most of the tool design?
A lot of the tools designed from Jose Luis.
Yeah. معظم تصاميم التولز تأتي من عقلية لويس هوزيه من اسبانيا.
And we are friends more than 25 years ago.
ونحن أصدقاء من أكثر من 25 سنة.
And all the members of the group are friends too.
ومعظم الأشخاص في المنظمة أصلا هم أصدقاء.
That is the power we have. We not think about only money, we think about friendship and relationship.
وهذا سبب القوة المنظمة، نحن ما نفكر في الفلوس، لكن نفكر إيش العلاقة الصداقة اللي بيننا.
And for that we are a powerful team.
على هذا الأساس نحن فريق قوي.
I hope you will see everybody in the future and we can show you what we do.
في المستقبل ممكن بعدين نشوفكم نوريكم شو قاعد نسوي.
But we don't like to use so much time for talking. We like to show you something, how the tools working, how the locks go open.
نحن الآن ما نضيع وقتنا في الكلام، نحن الآن نوريكم بشكل عملي كيف تعمل آلات في بيت الأقفال.
A lock is also magic, huh? Everybody thinks I have a key and I can open, you know, only I can open. Forget it, we can open anything.
لا تقول قبل السحر ما حد يفتح غير مفتاحي أنا، لا أنا أقدر أفتح جميع الأقفال.
I remember there was Alibaba and the Alibaba on the 40 thieves.
Now it's only 13.
قال مثلا 30 شركة هذه مو ب 40.
No, you are Alibaba today and these are the 40 people around the world. And we will find the magic word, and I hope somebody also have good fingers to do also a job for opening locks. Enjoy the day. I say thank you for inviting us, And we start again. We start everything.
يشكركم على دعوته وحيبدأ الآن شغل.
And don't forget the copies for the videos.
Yes,
for
I
the
told
guys.
them that. I told them about that.
We made a lot of videos. We
We'll-
make copies for you, and then
and-
later at home you can see what is possible. We
And
put it so
the CDs, they're different than what's on the chips?
Yeah, all the CDs are all the tools we have. More than 1,500 different tools. Don't forget this, huh?
طبعا هم شو بيسوون الان؟ الان طبعا حاولوا يربطوا الفيديو هو اني اساس ما كنت بحاجه تصوير اساس يشوفني كيف طريقه الفتح لايف. وعلى فكره يقول لانه هو فاجأنا الحين تو يقول ما عندكم كاميرا، لا خبرتنا من قبل كان يمنا كاميرا.
Okay, we're gonna start. Yes, let me see. We talk about dimple locks. Remember the dimple locks? Okay,
اللي هو القفل او قانون السلندر ما هو سلندرات.
and we also show you a video with a tool that you can introduce a special tool into the cylinder and rake it back and forth and open the cylinder.
نوريكم آلة معينة تدخل في النظام قفل السلندرات تحرك يمين يسار وبعدين يفتح القفل.
So that tool is right here, and Jose Luis is going to do a demonstration on how this tool has to be, the tool has to be prepared and how to open dimple locks with that technique. Jose Luis is going to prepare, because it's a preparation on the tool. We have to prepare the foil that is going to work, and he's going to show us how he's going to open this dimple lock.
لويس بيحاول الان يهيئ التولز اساس يدخلها في الاله وفي بيهيئها على اساس يضبطها على اساس يدخلها في الكونسيدر كي يفتح الكالون او القفل.
This basic technique we demonstrated yesterday on video with using foil self-impressioning technique.
Okay, can we put this one here because for him it's easy when it's the camera.
The thing,
Well, no, this is the cable.
yeah, but you know, for working,
Yeah.
he's going to be even.
Okay.
He's not going to be facing the.
Okay.
We can
So
do
I'm trying to see.
You want, I can move.
Well, actually, you can be
This
here.
corner.
Wait a minute, Toby, we're right here.
No, that's a different story.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
You guys ready? You got a good shot?
Try not to talk too much first.
So we
حط الكاميرا هناك
we got
ورا
video coming off,
حط
just,
هناك حط الكاميرا عدالة.
how do we,
Everybody can listen to me?
just 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on, how do we, Toby? Just 1 second, how do we make the video come on?
Okay.
Just 1 second.
Well, good morning everybody. I only want to say hello, and that's all.
Yeah, okay, just one second, please. Huh? Until we have video, just 1 second, so everybody can see.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, hold on, just 1 second, okay.
Okay. Well, now more than 90% of the locks
Yeah, go ahead. You're right.
they have
90% من الأقفال
the profile is the profile of the keys are very narrow, very complicated.
يعني 90% من الأقفال تضاريس القفل أو the lock or the okay تضاريس داخل المجرى مختلفة.
many years ago, it was completely straight and square. It was not a problem for the foil.
اوكي. على مدى السنين الماضيه كانت ما كان في مشكله، كان ستريت خط بشكل مستقيم وشيء بسيط ثاني بسيطه، فما كان مشكله اللي يعمل بيكينج.
But now we have to, if we want to open with the foil system, we have to look for a way to fix the foil in a, or put inside.
الان نبغى نسوي طريقه اساس ناخذ الفويل اللي هو طبقه من الفويل اللي هي طبقه رقيقه، نحطها نقدر نحطها على المفتاح، نقدر ندخلها في مجرى السلندر.
We use an aluminum paper.
نستخدم اوراق الومنيوم.
We have different thickness.
بسماكه مختلفه لكل منهم.
And now we only have to choose the tip or put in.
نبغى نحدد العمق القفل.
Perfect. Okay. Great.
نبغى نختار عمق القفل او الديب او العمق اللي المجرى للاخر ولين يوصل.
And now I'm going to show how they can prepare the tip for opening this cylinder.
طبعا يا جماعه قبل كل شيء هذا انتم تشوفون هذا المفتاح، هذا هذا المفتاح اللي هو الافقي اللي فيه
Sí,
زين. هذا الكاميرا. اوكي.
No, you can't get close.
اوكي. اوكي. المفتاح هذا المفتاح اللي فيه ثقوب افقيه، تعرفونها انتم. تدخل بطريقه افقيه تنفتح اللي فيها خروم من اعلى، من اقل على الجنب. ها؟ اوكي. go ahead. بس هو كله نظام سلندرات. بس الفكره. اوكي. دخل ورقة الألمنيوم في يسمونه في القالب اللي عنده، بدأ يقطع من فوق بمسافات متساوية.
These cuts are important because when you are working with the foil inside, when we move the foil, the pins fall down, and if one of them is too deep and the other one is not very flat, we need a space to move one, but we don't want to move the other.
هذا القطع على ورقة الألمنيوم مهمة جدا، لأنه يصير أن البساتم الداخلية مختلفة الأبعاد أطوال، فأساس لما تعرف لازم تعرف في حد في فلات في حد طويل عميق، فبالتالي هذا القطع أساس ما يخرب التشكيلة. طبعا جاب قضية بندس رود.
This is because
steel or what?
This is steel.
اوكي. يا برود في الستيل، دخلاه في الفراغ الموجود في القالب هذا، في فراغ دخلاه في نص الفراغ.
Now the foil is ready.
الحين الفويل او الورقه الالمنيوم جاهزه لقطعها، هيئها.
This is now here.
This is my
قالب يسمونه او العمود الستيل اللي تو حطاه ثبتاه في الآلة اللي عنده.
Now we have exact profile of the key.
الحين عندنا بالضبط.
Same size, same line for the pins.
Okay. الحين but how you know the size of the pin if you don't have the key?
Yeah, because we can see here, we only can take a look, we can check.
If you don't have key, how you know what
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah. Imagine that this lock is installed in the door.
Okay.
And I obviously have not the key.
Okay.
I only have to take a look or take a picture. We have special cameras for taking pictures.
Okay.
And we can, with only try with the profile and the profile can put in. This is the profile we have to use.
اوكي يقول على اساس انا سالته سؤال قلت الان انت هو حط الفويل قال له هذا الان هذا انا حطيت الان خلاص اعطاني نفس المسافه ونفس اللي اريد مكان البساتم بس انت كيف عرفت موضوع البساتم؟ يعني انا ما عندي مفتاح فقال انت المفروض لازم تشوف داخل سلندر وايضا او بعض الاحيان تصير صوره وتصير ايش على البروفايل اللي عندك الضبطه وتي معلومه وعندها تكون عندك المعلومات على القفل هذا المعين. اوكي.
They understand
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
For instance, if I try to use this is not possible.
Okay.
Possible, I take this.
اوكي لانه هو
This is
عنده
the
اوكي
to
اوكي
use.
هو عنده مجموعه قوالب مختلفه لكل نوع من الاقفال فهذا قالب اللي هو مفروض يدخل مع هذا القفل.
Yep. Now we use put this foil here.
نحط ورقه الالومنيوم اللي قصيناها وهيئناها في هذا المكان.
This to just in the line. Bend a little the tip.
اوكي خلاص احنا الان حطيناه الان القطعه الالومنيوم اللي قطعناها على مسافات متعينه على الحديد او العمود الصلب المثبت مع المفتاح والان ثابت. Can I show them this one happened? Oops, let's put down.
No.
Okay. 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 Where is the camera? Okay. في الآن في اللي هو طبقة ورقة الألمنيوم اللي مثبتة على حديد الصلب اللي مثبتها في القالب شكل المفتاح. Okay.
This is another one.
Okay. أمر عليكم؟ Okay. أغسال نفس الشيء الإنسان هذا مثبت فيه. هذا القالب. هذا القالب مش هذا القالب.
Okay. Now.
Where's your zoom control?
Okay.
اوكي. الآن بحط القالب في كالون سلندر.
We only have to put in.
اوكي.
We have to be careful because sometimes if it's possible the foil cannot put, you cannot introduce.
اوكي. نكون حذرين لأن احتمال يكون ورقة الألمنيوم ما تسوي الانطباع اللي نباه.
We have to be careful.
تكون حذر في
not a
إدخال
problem, but
نبغى حذر في إدخال الألمنيوم على أساس ما يصير التواء أو الثناء داخل أو ما يسمونه الانطباع اللي نباه.
now we have to remove this.
نشيل القضيب اللي كانوا شفتوا عليه شلوه.
And here
نفترض ان هذا مثبت في الباب القفل. نحركه بشكل يسار يمين يسار يمين.
not too much power.
مو بقوه بشكل كبير.
Gentle.
بشكل يعني رقيق. Okay, no, it's enough. فتح الباب.
زين هل من الضروري سعيد
نعم.
هل من الضروري التقاطيع تكون في مستوى البنزات؟
لا، هو الان ما في تقاطيع، هو الان ما حط لك لا تقاطع البنزات، ولكن البنزات الان لما تحركها يمين يسار حركها يمين يسار صارت ايش؟ تمت هل الورقه الالمنيوم مكان تقاطيع هي بدها تتهيأ على نفس مواقع يسمونه المفتاح
يعني
مع حركه بسيطه ها يعني يمين يسار البنزات تتحرك على يسمونه على نفس مكان تقاطيع.
يعني التقاطيع بس حق المرونه.
التقاطيع على اساس يعطيك الانثناء، يعني انت لو كان تقاطيع ثابته ما بيعطيك يسمونه، ما بيصير يسمونه في بستن كبير وفي بستن هذا، فهاي شيء على الثاني. لما تعطيه تقاطيع تعطيه كل واحد ياخذ ايش موضعه في المكان، المسافه البينيه اللي بينه.
يمكن النقطة اللي هو واضحة في حق الكبر، يعني شلون الحركة هذه تخلي البنز يروح على الشير لاين؟
ها he asking what the secret to this moving to make the piston go to the shear line.
Okay, let me, because then you're gonna answer that. When we show you guys impressioning, okay, we did an impressioning on a key here, okay, and the idea was to rock the key back and forth to get impressions on the key, right? Do you guys remember that? Okay.
Remember, left, right, up, down to make marks.
Okay.
You can see probably
Now,
no marks.
with
no
foil,
aluminum inside.
the key that we used it was a regular brass key.
Sometimes some pieces
Okay,
of aluminum
so
is inside.
actually,
Now
if you
can
grab
see the
a
holes.
brass key, you
You
cannot
can check
compress
the
that key. And the idea when you do impressioning is filing down portion of the key until you get the key. With the foil self impression to the depth needed required without having to remove anything. So it's one less step on creating a key.
This
Now-
reason, the cuts in the aluminum.
Yeah, let me explain a couple other things. First of all, this is special foil. This is normal, are you using like 60 mil foil? 60 mil?
0.5.
Okay, 50 mil.
Yeah.
Okay, today we're using 50 mil foil. Sometimes we use 60 mil foil. This is not extremely soft foil or extremely thin. And so the foil, the pin is actually forcing its way down into the foil until it reaches shear line. And then it stops moving. Yeah, of course. But yeah, Addie just made a comment. Obviously, the softer the spring, you need, or the less bias on the spring, you need a thinner foil. Because if the foil is too hard, it won't impress you.
If the pin below the shear line, so will the foil push it up?
No.
No, the foil
Okay.
never pushes it up. You're always pushing it down onto the foil. The foil's got to depress.
Remember there is a gap between the plug
It always starts
and
up. And it goes
between
down.
the plug.
They look for the movement and the principal impression technique. The movement.
Lock position, we suppose all the pin above the shear line.
Exactly. Then it start pushing out, and then
Yeah.
it's a gap. When it gets to the gap, the pins don't move anymore, so they rest there. So only the ones in pressure are the ones are above. Okay. Now you have to be careful, as Jose Luis mentioned. This is it can take a little bit of time, but it has to be gentle. The tool is very, it can break very easy too. And you have to be careful to prepare the foil. What it takes time is to prepare the foil insert in order to impression the lock.
does everybody understand the theory?
Practice is a little more different.
Huh?
Practice is a little more different.
Yeah.
For this reason, they have to take some courses.
Well, you have to conceptualize what the pins are doing versus against the foil. I mean, that's the whole
But
trick.
you have to explain very well. You have to explain very well. I cannot explain better.
Yeah.
They have to, if they don't know, we have to start in the beginning.
Well, yeah,
again.
but you see, we covered yesterday how picking and impressioning work. That there's a gap at shear limit. And that gap is where the pin floats. And where the pin floats, there's no pressure and there's no marking. Otherwise, the pin is bound, and either the pin moves up or the material moves down. You can't have both.
If you have explained all this, what can explain more?
Yeah, no, we just want to make sure. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Okay.
How long do you take it? You take that
To prepare the foil?
Yeah, how long?
Couple minutes.
So it's like I ask you, how long it will take you to solve a case? Every case is different. Every lock is different.
You
To prepare
Go ahead.
to prepare the foil, it can take 2 minutes.
Basically, you need to cover the carrier and trim the foil, because what you don't want to happen is the foil to get hung up on in the wards of the lock.
Yeah,
This is critical. Go ahead.
Yeah, I only want to tell you that it is not a definitive tool. This is one more tool. We have many different tools, and perhaps with this you can open 40, 50% of some cylinder, but not all. Not all. We need these special tools, much more sophisticated than this another one. Now I'm going to show you how you can open and take the code of the lock with the tool.
Okay, so everybody listen up. So now, this is a more sophisticated tool that we're not only going to open it, we're going to decode the lock so that we can replicate the key. This actually gives us the code of the tumblers so that we can reproduce it. The first technique, it impressions it, we can open the lock, but there's nothing we can do with it. It's open. The next one, we're going to be able to generate a key.
They have showing.
Okay, Louis, let me know when you're ready.
The one left, the one that I was carrying is back, right?
No,
It's also. Okay, the carrier with the. Oh, you got both.
yeah. Give to Adi. Adi.
The other one, you put it there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
You recording?
Yes. انتبه علي.
Sorry.
I'm going to show you how open and decoding this multi-point cylinder with spoon pins inside.
Spoon.
Anti-picking pins inside.
Security pins.
Security pin.
اوكي. بوريكم كيف يفتح مفتاح ثاني نفس المفتاح الاولي، بس طبعا مكمتر مختلف تماما عن الثاني، وبس باستخدام اللي هو بيكن بنز اللي هو طفاش على شكل ابر. اوكي.
This is one of the most sophisticated tools.
هذا من اكبر من ادوات معقده جدا.
Here we have the distance.
في هني طبعا في هني مسافات موجوده، طبعا في مؤشرات موجوده هني، في الارقام موجوده المؤشرات مرقمه من 1 إلى 6 على حسب مساحتهم ووضعهم.
And here we have the depth of the.
اوكي. وهني في رقم موجود هني في ارقام ثانيه يحدد عمق يسمونه البستن اللي المختلفة، أعماق مختلفة.
Obviously, the pin block, you have to choose one or another one.
أوكي. في عنده هني
There's different distance.
أوكي. هني موجود أرقام ثانية نفس الشيء الموجود هني مثبتة اللي هني. هاي تغيرها على حسب نوع القفل، لأن كل مصنع عاطينك مسافات بينية بين بستن غير عن الثاني. فعلى حسب المصنع ممكن أنت تاخذ إذا عرفت المصنع والمسافات البينية بينهم تختار الترقيم الصحيح المسافات بين على أساس إيش تشتغل عليه.
Usually we have to choose what tip we have to use, depending on the log we want to open. But we have now about 20,
Okay.
18, 20 different tips.
أوكي. عندهم
Like this one.
أوكي. هذه توضع في المقدمة، مقدمة الآلة، وهذه خاصة في القوالب المختلفة للمصانع الكوالين، يعني المجرى اللي يدخل فيه مجرى يسمونه الكالون أو القفل السلندر. أوكي.
So now he's gonna introduce that tool into the lock.
يدخل الحين الآلة أو التولز هذا الآلة في القفل.
Okay. Now what he's mentioning about the tip keys is because one portion of the key is going to allow to turn, and then is a filler and peg that is going to move each pin according to the readings and according to the manufacturer specification of the lock.
You have a complete specification for each one.
Yeah. So you need knowledge about what dimple lock you're working with, what tip to use, and what scale to use, because this is a multi-purpose. Is dimple lock a specific pick, but you have to get into the specific of the lock. And Jose Luis is going to show you some examples of dimple locks. Actually, you can put
Okay.
it right here.
اوكي. القصد من كلامه يقول انت لازم تعرف نوع القفل اللي تفتحه، لازم تكون عندك معلومات عن نوع القفل، لان كل قفل له مجرى، لان تختار نوع المجرى اللي بيدخل في القفل، لازم تعرف هذا نوع القفل له مسافات بينيه خاصه حق يشتغل على القفل، لازم تعرف اي سكيل تستخدم في هذا القفل.
Here, Toby, just if you're gonna
سلندر.
let's hold up one
You
spot.
can move, we have
يعني مثلا اوريك الحين
all the
بعض
specifications.
القفول المختلفة اللي يسمونه اللي يعني انت اللي ممكن تعرفها من كل قفل، في بعضهم مثلا تصاميم بهالطريقة هاي. اوكي؟ لازم تعرف انت هذا اي قالب تستخدم. واي مسافات بينية بينهم.
Here we
في
have
مثلا واحد
complete specifications,
وفيها
steps, distance.
اوكي، هني هذا مثل قاعدة بيانات موجودة، القفل اللي رقم صورته موجودة، المسافات البينية بينها، الأرقام، موجود العمق، موجود نوع القالب، فأوردي معلومات بتكون موجودة في ريفرنس معين. هذه.
This is the spool. And the pick.
Security.
اوكي، هذا بالنسبة للإيش؟ للنظام توزيع اللي يسمونه البنزات، يعني سفلي وسكيورتي البنز اللي فيها.
Now we're going to show you the process for opening and decoding.
بوريكم الحين عملية الفتح كيف. الآن هو يحدد المسافات البينية والعمق، يعني يشتغل على كل واحد على حدة، يعني يحدد أول شيء البستن الأول، الحين البستن الخامس والعمقه، البستن الرابع وعمقه، البستن السادس وعمقه، وفتحه.
Now we can take the code.
ممكن ناخذ الحين نعرف الكود مال البساط كلها.
If we want
إذا نبغى
take the code,
أوكي،
we can take the code now.
نقدر ناخذ الكود من الأرقام هاي. لا شوف من المسطره الموجوده الافقيه والمسطره الراسيه الاعماق والبينيه نقدر نقرا الكود كامل ونسوي مفتاح ثاني بعد نفس الوقت. هو سواه فتح الآلة هاي بس حتى بالمعلومات هذا الكود قدر عرف الكود مال مفتاح وقدر ايش يسوي لك مفتاح اخر.
What we want now.
يعتمد على
I only
اشتباه.
want to turn. I don't want to move the hair. I don't want to move it. We only turn, but I don't want to move this. Because I only want to take the code. I don't want to open.
يقول انا ما بفتح الباب بس ابى اخذ الكود مال الباب رقم شفره اقدر اقطع فيه يسوي مفتاح ثاني مع انه يقدر يفتحه.
Now.
وانا سويت المفتاح.
You can open, no problem.
افتحه هذا.
But now, I show you. We want open. We only have to push this. And now.
طبعا الان يسوي عمليه تنسيقيه ما بين العمق وما بين موضع البستن.
I think it was on Monday, Tuesday, one day on the class.
Now I move if I want. If I don't want, I don't move.
اوكي الحين قدر ايش يفتح الباب اللي يبغاه فتح الباب فتح القفل.
Now here you can see with this line.
Okay.
Now I go to the number 1. I only have to touch.
Okay.
Here,
The question. السؤال. How do you know this? This pin is the right depth because now six pins now.
Mhm.
How do you know this one is right, this one is right, this one right? By feeling or what?
Okay, first of all, you pick the. Okay,
First we have to turn.
yeah. Open the lock.
It's like a pico.
Okay.
Yeah. When we turn
The plug.
The plug.
When we turn the plug,
we know all the pins are in a correct position.
Yes.
We only have to touch because all pins are in different position.
Okay. Yes.
We only
but
have
now
to
they
touch them.
don't spring.
And here you can see this is a number.
But which
look,
one? Which
number 4.
So how you know this? You start with 3 or the.
It's the same. You can start in the pin you want.
Anywhere you want.
It's not a problem. I start in the number 1, but I can start in the number 6.
Okay.
Now you can see. Take a look. Now it's number 6. Is number. Can you see? It's number 1. Number 5.
Okay.
is
What he's saying
number
is
2. Number 4.
Okay.
he's giving the numbers for the lock.
This is the decoding. When you have all pins, you only have 2.
Okay.
Okay.
ما بشرط هني مكان تبدا برقم معين تبدا اي رقم حي الله رقم في هذه الالات التول فبالتالي من تصل بس فقط لرقم معين تشوف العمق خلاص تحسه عادي تبدا بايش باي بستن ونفس الشيء العمق هكذا لما تفتح الباب القفل بالكامل.
ترى مو واقع سؤال جيد يعني كيف يعرف ان احنا نوصل حق الشير لاين؟
ترى هذا هو قال لما دخل انت هذا مو نفس نظام البك اللي ها تعرف البستن رقم 4 يمكن قبل ولا هذا تبدا من اي بستن تبع كيفك.
معليش بديت من اي بستن.
زين.
How I could know?
How do you know that you're a shear line?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This pen at the shear line now and go to the next.
Okay, the thing is you guys need to practice picking. Okay. These are no toys. Okay.
هذا مش لعبة هذا لازم تمارس العملية.
A toy.
لازم تمارس العملية بيدك.
You guys ask me how long it will take. It's difficult to pick open a dimple lock. It's a way to you see some tools.
اوكي انت سالته قال انت صعب انك يسمونه تفتح سلندر بالطريقه الفنيه بس قالت مصبوره لما يشوفون بعض الادوات التولز اللي تفتحها.
So obviously Jose Luis knows what he's doing.
طبيعي لويس هو يعرف يسوي.
He knows how to pick locks and he does training on this type of tools.
اوكي وهو طبيعي يعرف وتدرب على هذا النوع من الالات كيف يفتح لان انت بالممارسه طبعا هذا انا مثل ما قلنا بدايه.
اوكي.
البدايه يا جماعه انتم الان هاي بس كفكره ايديز لكن كيف تفتح تبالها ممارسه ياخذ معك يوم يومين 3 أسبوع على حسب قدرات الشخص. طبعا قدرات متفاوتة بين الاشخاص على حسب الاستطاعة وعلى حسب ايش الادراك السريع.
Yeah, for using properly this kind of tool, this sophisticated tools, you have to practice a lot with picking. We have to practice a lot with different systems, not only with picking with normal cylinders, picking with lever locks, because you have to develop the sensibility in your fingers. If you cannot, you can break the tip, you can break the needle, you can break something.
لازم انت تمارس هذا الموضوع وتعلم احساس اطرافك في هذه المواضيع، كيف تفتح. انت ما بتجيبه بين لحظه سريعه بتعرف الامور كلها. انت في الممارسه تتعلم كيف تعود بك العادي وكيف تستخدم ادوات التولز مختلفه، كيف حتى تستخدم هذه الاله احتمال تكسر لك الابره هني، تكسر لك الاله هني، تستخدم الفرصه. في قضيه ايش؟ انك لازم تكون عندك قدره على الاحساس في ايش؟ في فتح الابواب او فتح الامور الفنيه هاي.
For instance, this tool, first we have to know how we have to, where we have to stop. This is the stop, because depend if we this have a regulation. Depend if it is here or it is here, we can block or break the tip inside. If you are working in your office, not a problem. It's only money question. You put in the cylinder, you change the tip, that's all. But if you are working in a real job, you have serious problems.
زين، يقول لك بالنسبه لهذا لازم انت تعرف متى توقف في العمق، متى تحرك البساتم، متى تعرف مستويات البينيه، متى الامور هذه تكون تمارس عليها. لانك لان لو في مساله تدريب على المكتب تحاول تفتح كفور اقترب عليك شيء فريته في الزباله، ولكن في الحياه العمليه الواقعيه عندما حاولت تفتح مشكله كبيره اذا ما بتعرف توهقت انت وما عرفت سويت شيء وكسرت وخربت امور معينه.
Obviously, this tool now is regulated for this cylinder, but if they want to use the tool for another cylinder, they have to prepare the tip, the needle. They have to prepare the regulation, the steps. They have to prepare the tool completely for the new.
هذا التولز القالب والابره هاي محطوطه هني والسكيل اللي هني والسكيل اللي هني مهيئه على نوع معين لقفل ماركه معينه. لو انت الان تبغى تفتح قفل ثاني لازم تعرف المسمى ماله وتعرف لازم تغير السكيل ماله، تغير سكيل العمق ماله، وتغير القالب وتغير الابره هاي كله، لان كل قفل ماركه لها مقاييس ومعايير مختلفه عن القفل الثاني حسب معايير مصنعيه.
For instance,
مثال
all of these needles,
كل هذه الابر،
all of this,
كل هاي الابر بعد ثاني،
and all of this
وهاي بعد
are different.
مختلفات.
For different locks.
For different locks, and you have to know which one you have to use.
لازم تعرف تستخدم أي واحد.
The success of this tool is the intelligence that we get from one lock we are working with. Okay? If we're using the wrong needle, then the wrong insert is gonna get a wrong
إذا
output.
يسمونه إبرة مختلفة عن هذا تعطينا معطيات خاطئة وما نقدر نفتحها. فهي قضية إيش؟ ممارسة، معرفة المعلومات عن الكفول على أساس يقدر تفتح القفل. فلابد يعني هذا بروحه يحتاج دراية، مثل مثلا سيارتك، تعرف سيارتك من A to Z، تعرف سيارة بيعك، سيارة ثانية شو مواصل وكذا. أيضا القفول نفس الشيء، لازم تعرف إيش كل قفل المصنعية مالها وأمورها المختلفة.
Obviously, if you use the tool properly, it's very difficult to find marks into the lock.
Okay,
If you use the tool properly, it's very difficult to find marks inside.
اوكي، في نقطة مهمة يقول لك إذا أنت تستخدم هذه الآلة بشكل جيد وممتاز في فتح الأبواب ومتمرس ممتاز، صعب تحصل آثار في فحص القفل.
Okay, again, these are very specialized tools. Yes.
If we don't know the kind of the locks, how can we determine the
Okay.
kind of tools we have used?
That you have to try to. Jose Luis just mentioned on the first when he did the foil impressioning. This is one of many tools that you can have. Then he moved to one more sophisticated tool. Okay, if you don't know the lock, then you should look for another tool or any other ways to open the door. That tool is not recommended if you don't know the manufacturer, or if you're trying to guess with that tool, you're just gonna break it.
They
Okay?
have to know exactly.
Yeah. The idea for
What?
that.
All the pins, all the springs, all
The
the mixture, you
idea
have to know
for
all.
that tool is for
يعني لازم
cover
تكون-
entry teams.
لازم تكون لازم تعرف معلومات المصنعيه او الماركه، لان عدم المعرفه بالمعلومات هذه يؤدي الى يسمونه الى انك تكسر ابره او ما بتسوي مشاكل ثانيه، فلازم تكون لك معلومه كل شيء.
The idea is not to open the lock. The idea is to decode the lock and make a key for it. So you can go in and out every time that you want.
نفسه في القوانين الان مع لويس مره ثانيه على قفل اخر. كان يسمى هذا يسمونه اللي هو القفل اللي هو نظام يسمونه ليفرز او نظام الريش حيسميه، ها اللي مفاتيحه بالطريقه هذه. اوكي
Yeah. This lock is very common in Spain.
هذا قفل معتاد استخدامه في اسبانيا.
Also, in Italian market they have many of this kind of locks.
وفي في ايطاليا هذا النوع من القفول موجود بكثره هناك عندهم ايضا.
Now I'm going to show you how open very easily and very fast.
Hold on.
وبوريكم كيف ينفتح بشكل سريع جدا.
هذا هاي ليفل سكيورتي؟
ها؟
هذا القفل هاي ليفل سكيورتي ولا عادي؟
He asking this kind of lock is high security or no?
It's a normal security.
It's a medium.
Medium.
يقول هذا متوسط، يعني تأميناته متوسطة.
But with this tool, we can open this lock. We can also open a FIAM, and a FIAM they have anti-picking teeth in the here in the levers.
اوكي. طبعا هذا نوع من القفل الريش، نظام الريش متوسط التأمين، بيفتح بشكل يقول بيفتحه. وايضا في نوع من يسمونه نوع اخر او اللي هو الشركه اسمها فيام، تصميم اخر فيام اللي فيه يقول في ايضا سنون او ريش وضعيه اخرى.
There's different variations from this type of locks. Okay, the manufacturer. The idea for these locks, they're mortised into the door, and it's more difficult to access those levers. And sometimes they put some little tricks on the levers to make it more difficult to open.
And lose the tool identification.
This يقول لك هذا نوع من الاقفال الريش فيه تنوع كثير في تصاميمه واختلافات كثيره في المراحل هذا. What do you want to say?
Yeah, this tool was designed for a easy and very simple opening. It's not for the coding. Only open, very fast.
This tool.
This tool.
هذه الآلة اللي تستخدم بغرض الفتح وليس معرفة الشفرة المفتاح لارتفاعاته، فقط الفتح لا أكثر ولا غير.
Here you can see turn.
ها فتح الاولي.
Second.
خلاص هذا هو كاهي فكرته.
The lock is open.
خلي عيد.
Can you repeat that again?
No, actually, can you lock it?
You want to see here? No, I can't.
Okay. Okay, like this. Okay.
It's better if they can see the levers.
What can you?
Well, only one here.
Okay.
Okay.
But, okay, from that side, they want to see that side.
There you go.
No, but they can't see from that side.
No.
They want two, they see how the tool is working.
It's correct. It's correct. They can see how
minutes.
it's open.
What the tool does is move those levers and allow the ball to
Okay. Okay.
The only problem with these tools is we can open, also have another one similar to closing,
Okay.
but we cannot take the code of the key.
Okay.
The code.
We have not the code.
الآلة هذه يقول لك يعني المشكلة الوحيدة فيها طبعا هي عنده هاي التولز اللي يقدر اللي يبند فيه يفتح فيها القفل، وعنده التول الثاني اللي يقدر يقفل فيها يسمونه القفل، بس ما عنده او ما سوي قراءة للشفرات، ما سوي قراءة الشفرات او الكود مال القفل. اوكي.
Any questions?
اي سؤال؟
Lewis, hold the tool.
No question. Next one. Yes, sir.
If there is key inside from one way, we can open it from the second way.
Okay, you have to try to push that key out of the
way.
Out of the way. Yeah.
And
It's different from. Okay, I don't know if you notice on the lock that you can see through. So if you have a key and it's turned, you have to look for something to get that key in position and drop it.
Yeah,
And actually, if you-
we don't know whether there is a key or not.
Well, let me tell you one thing.
Suppose we are in,
If you have the key inside, you can use that same key just trying to open it. So you don't need it too.
Much more easy.
Okay.
But we cannot push the key.
Okay. Why you want to open the lock?
Yes.
Let me see.
But we cannot push the key with another key because it's come with the pins, right?
We cannot use the system. We will have the key in the other side. I don't understand you exactly what you.
We cannot push the second key for the other key from the other side of the door.
If the key
What
is
you're saying
inside.
is this is the outside and this is the key, and you have a key inside. Okay. My question is why you want to push it? You can use that key, because the key has a combination.
لا أقصد there's two keys. The lock with
Okay, but this is
one.
okay.
That one.
No, he's talking about the profile.
The profile.
Again, every single cylinder.
If in a profile we have the key.
The key on the outside, just find it every bit and try to.
If you have the key, we have not the key. We have to work with a special tool. Also we can do it. But we turn.
He's heavy for the tools.
But your answer is yes. There's different ways that you can push that key out. Okay, when you have the key on the profile cylinder and it's in and it's turned, this key won't go all the way in.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my question.
You can file that key a little bit, so the key enters, but when you turn this side, it's just gonna go around and around and around. That is correct?
Yes.
Okay, because this is controlling the other one. Now, you can cut that key off from the bottom and then using a pick, pushing the other one on try to catch the cam. So from the outside, you're moving the cam and the cam moves the other cylinder. And then you can try to get that key in the position, exactly, and then you can push it out and then you can open the door.
This is
Yeah. That's one way that you can do. The other way is you can pick open the lock and try to do the same thing. With the pick, try to move everything, try to move the cam will move the other cylinder, trying to push out the key.
Well, now this lock is we have 6 levers inside.
هذا القفل فيه 6 ريش داخله.
3 and 3.
3 و3.
With this system we can open
where's the key? Show the key.
90% or more than 90% of the locks, even high security locks with anti-picking levers inside is not a problem.
اوكي. هذا التولز او هذا الاداه ممكن يفتحون 90% من هذه انواع الاقفال حتى لو كانت ذات تأمينات عاليه.
It's very simple to use, very simple,
شيء استخدام بسيط جدا.
and at the same time we open,
في نفس الوقت بيفتح.
we get the key.
and get the decoding.
Yeah.
وتحصل
Not the decoding, we get the key.
ها how do you get the key? I mean,
No, you will see.
okay. قال بإمكانك تفتحها وتحصل على المفتاح. قلت له كيف تحصل المفتاح؟ قالوا بتشوف.
This is attention. Oh, I turn around. You can see this side how movement is.
اوكي في عنده آلة اللي هو يسوي attention اللي هي الشد.
We have here and cut a cartridge inside the special material inside.
Okay, this is how.
Very perfect. Yeah, perfect. You can't get that close.
No.
No. Not on video. Back it up a little bit.
Then I'll go around
like
with the
that.
key so you can see it.
عبارة عن مفتاح عادي بس قضيب وفيه يسمونه 6 مسامير متعلقات 3 من جهة و3 من جهة أخرى.
This is the same demonstration we showed a video yesterday that we shot in Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is the original John Fall.
طبعا هذا تصميم جون فول البريطاني.
Okay, put in, turn, play tension,
سوي شد عليه.
shake.
هزه. اسوي شد شد وهزه.
It's just applying tension and moving the key for those pins to some sort of impression. But instead of doing march, they're just gonna drop, and they're gonna drop to the right position.
طبعا هذه الحركة هذه مع الهزة المسامير المعلقة هم يتحركون بالوضع المناسب على كل ريشة.
Okay, the pins just drop one by one, depending on which ones are binding.
يعتمد على يسمونه كل ريش تاخذه وقت على كل مسمار على الريش تهيئ على الوضع المناسب يكون.
And it's gonna create the profile of the key.
Even if we
ويسوي لك تضاريس المفتاح.
if we cannot work, if we cannot work all the time in only one's time, we can work 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Now we can move the key.
Go away and come
go
back.
away. Yes, and we can come back and start.
يعني يقول المفتاح يقول لك انت هذا المفتاح مستوي بالطريقه هاي، مو شرط عم تواصل، يعني اذا عندك فرصه لمده مثلا دقيقه تسويه وما تتحرك حد جاي انك تسوى وشله وسر وتعال يوم الثاني وسو وكذا بين فتره وفتره كل فتره لما ايش يستوي المفتاح.
Let me make a comment. This is not like picking.
هذا مو مثل نظام الطفاشه.
This is sort of akin what we did with sampling each chamber in a master key system that we talked about yesterday, so that each one of these pins that's movable in the post of the key, once you impression that to the right position, it's locked into that position in the key. You're actually creating a physical key. So you can go back, if this is covert entry, you can go do this today, you can go do it tomorrow, because the key will stay the same. It won't change.
يقول لك المفتاح هذا اللي تسويه الان نفس الشيء، اذا خذيته وخليته هو يتحرك مسامير اشياء بسيطه بس هذا تكون ثابته لانه ما بتتحرك زياده، بس ترجعي وقت ثاني تسوي نفس الشيء لما يعطيك تفاصيل المفتاح. اوكي.
How come it's taking so long, Luis?
Usually with 1 or 2 minutes is enough. But
عادة يقول لك دقيقتين enough بس هو طول ولا شوي.
Can we just make it a few seconds?
or perhaps we have to adjust a little the screws because it probably is very.
يقول لك مش عندنا شوي زياده بيرخي شوي. مسامير يعني شوف هو شو مسوي؟ ترى هاي المسامير اللي ثابته وايد مرصوصات عليهم يعتمد على الشده.
What he's doing, he's adjusting the tension on those steel rods.
يسوي تعيير معايير للمسافات للتنشن اللي يلف عليه يسمونه القفل ما يسمونه.
And we found very good rules under the wafers when the tool touched the wafers.
Again?
When you open the lock and check the wafers.
Okay, this is the blocking element that has to pass this portion. And see how little by little that wafer is going down and down and down. And there's a couple more, but that's the first wafer. You see it's going down? Okay, you see how it passes that wafer, but it's other wafers now blocking that element. Okay?
يشوفون الكامل موجودة على نظام الريش كيف وصلت لين فوق لين في المجرى تشوفونه؟
But that wafer right now is blocked in that position.
الريشة بعد تحجز حركة الكامل اللي في اللسان.
So he's working the other wafers, and remember there's 6, 3 on one side and 3 on the other side.
حطوا بالكم إن عند 6 ريش 3 من جهة و3 من الجهة الأخرى.
And actually, I think you need more attention from the video. I think that wafer is already blocking the.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
ببدل المفتاح.
I'm sorry, guys. And you have to say something like, "Get out." No. I would do it. What?
I would say it.
Yeah. You would say. You didn't say it. Now these locks are very, if you try to pick this lock with a simple, try to do regular picks, or these locks are very challenging to open.
Sometimes we have to apply a little more tension with the screw.
غير شدة في
So he's readjusting tension.
الفك اللي في المفتاح.
لأن قالوا لوسي
لا قال هاي سكيورتي.
هاي سكيورتي.
لا هاي الأولي قال له سكيورتي. المفتاح الأولي.
This is one of the reasons we have to use more than one tool. Sometimes you use this, works perfectly, and if you cannot open with this, we have to use another one. I've shown this in the mini pole 20 times. No problem.
يقول كان في ميني بول في معرض في قطر فتحها 20 مرة. حد قرأ عليه هناك من قطر.
It's a magic protection of Dubai.
لا بس هو الميكانيزم ماله يمكن بس
عندنا ليزر.
Well, that's another thing that you need on training. Why is the lock? Why is not working? What can you do for the tool to work like?
هني دور الممارسة. ليش ما فتح؟ شو المشكلة؟ وليش تعرف لازم تعرف إيش شو اللي كان العائق الموضوع.
But again, take a look at that block and the wafers, how they start aligning every time that he puts tension.
Right, open. I can feel here.
خلاص نعطيه فرصة. لا خلي
صلى على النبي يا جماعة.
You have too much tension.
Cannot believe it. Come on. I don't have plate.
يقول ما
Because all the wafer moves, except for that one. Okay, if you can see, this is, take a look of the opening right now. This is the only wafer right now blocking the entrance of that blocking element.
Yeah.
toque más.
Dámelo con la mano ese güey. Okay, you guys pay attention here, right here. This block has to pass this lever. There's different levers. Take a look at every time that he moves the key up and down, that lever, those levers start to getting in alignment.
Hello?
You have one wafer, it doesn't move.
I think the
You know, this wafer is always, it doesn't move at all.
Huh?
Not even when you go up and down. Okay, I want to know who was touching that lock.
They changed it. They changed it.
You checked it. We're gonna check the video. Who did it?
Check it, the original key, maybe it's corrupted.
Now with this sound,
Okay, and let me tell you guys, especially for the guys who do cover entry, this is tension also for them. These tools are.
A lot of traces.
perhaps we have to adjust a little more. When this sound, to the sound, click, we try it a couple of times and we can open or we have to decide use another tool or we can finish the key with impression technique. Because we have the key is quite ready because this flat is because it's very close to open, but only one of these, we don't know which one is until depth. Impression technique a little higher than this here, we finish it.
you can use the neck and do something with Carlos.
Let me check.
Well, what Jose Lincoln said is telling Nasser is that you can feel some clicks on how he advanced on decoding the lock. He can still, with the knowledge that you can get from the key that you're going to take out of there, you can finish the working key either by impressioning, okay, and trying to get different keys to work that lock. Remember, especially for cover entry, they need to get in. They need to get a key made for that lock, whatever it takes. If it takes another tool, if it takes impression the wafer, that's what you guys have to do. This is one of the tools available to. Oh, he went to sleep. The camera is real.
I mean, this could happen in a real.
لا 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 احنا ما نربط لازم نشوف
Marc, can you do it?
Right. Yeah. This is real. This is the meaning that we can. This could happen in a real. Doesn't exist a tool.
Yes.
I have one wafer that I don't like how Huh?
Maybe this one corrupted inside.
Sorry?
Maybe inside corrupted.
Yeah. Well, that happens. You know,
Maybe jam.
it's like bumping, it's like picking. Even with picking, you can have two cylinders with the same combination, even the same cylinder. One side, you can open in 2 seconds. You turn that cylinder and try to pick it, and you say, okay, what was wrong?
It's slightly.
Okay? The idea for these trainings are to give you the
Now we
tools
prepare with impression.
so you will be able to open no matter what that type of lock.
And with this normal way, now we have to
Just tell me more or less when you think you're very close to.
now it's open. Now that's open.
افتح يا جماعة افتح.
That's the difference.
Take a more
Okay?
time, but sometimes happen.
Okay.
Now it's open.
You see how it just passes the
Now we turn the key, and we have the code of the key here.
عندنا الحين الكود مال المفتاح الحين موجود.
Let me show you and let me have the original.
خلاص حصل الكود مال المفتاح ويقدر يستخدم عليه يفتح المفتاح.
I'll show you.
اوكي.
One of these.
This
No problem. No, you're
اوكي الحين بوريكم المفتاح الاصلي وكيف الحين صار نفس المفتاح المفتاح كيف صار شكله الان على اساس يشتغل عليه.
This is real.
I have not touched it. Somebody, when I work, somebody do some glue inside, and I pick another.
Yeah, this one there.
They cannot use this tool. They have to use another tool. For this is a gel or a weight.
He has to put the same thing out to
This is the key for all of us.
This is always, that's the way it works. Everybody, you know what? I was kidding you. I said, how come you're taking so long?
You know, if the ball is perfect,
Then it's not a lot.
You pay attention to this, pay attention, you see? And we can you can do it also. You can do it also. No, you will open your first car without the key.
الحين يا جماعة هذا التول بسيط خاص بفتح السيارات أو تشغيل السيارات. هاي الآلة خاصة بفتح تشغيل السيارات. فهذه نوع من الآلة طبعا يفتح السيارات البورش والفولكسواجن والأودي
ومجرى
هذا المجرى. طبعا هو عبارة عن تدخله هني وانت عاد تحرك هذا في المستويات ورا قدام وتسوي ايش العزم على المفتاح لما يدور معاك. طبعا عندك نوعين طبعا حسب القالب تركبه هني، تركب هذا القالب او تركب هذا القالب على حسب نوع السيارة. الشيء الجيد في الموضوع هذا انه يترك اثر.
Don't make a copy.
اثر على يسمونه وين المفتاح؟ الاثر هني في الواجهه اثر دائري. هذا القفل ها؟ والله ينفع كل شيء. اي جمس عاد؟ اخي ما عندي جمس انا. انا عارف قصدك لما قلت جمس، طخيت انا قلت ما كل جرى الموتر عمهم. اوكي ليتس جو. اوكي بيبدا الحين.
Put in, play a little tension, and you can see how the movement.
اوكي الوفرز اللي هو الريش او الديسكات تشوفون الحركات فيها صاعده ونازله خلاص فتحها شغلها. ده الموضوع. شغل السياره خلاص. كم خذ معاه؟
30 ثانية أقل.
كان اوكي الكاميرا خلط بالكاميرا.
Can put the camera from top
لا تزورت ايش دير.
and you can see the wafers moving.
اوكي
Yeah, see,
بس كم from there.
I wish I had brought the video because I've got this all shot in macro. I can't do this. Go ahead, Nazar. Yeah, just back off the lens a little bit.
اوكي يا جماعه تشوفون هذه هذا يسمونه اللي هو الديسكات اللي داخل القفل. تعرفون الحركه كيف تصير الديسكات.
The problem is you're not holding it steady enough so the lens won't autofocus. Okay.
شفتوا كيف؟ خلاص هذا هو. حد في استوعاب ها؟ لا سيارة بس. He said which car, which type of cars?
With this system, we can use our back group, Volkswagen, VAG group.
VAG group.
Volkswagen, Audi,
What these guys are trying to shoot now, I got.
BMW.
What type of models? What type of models? Which years?
Volkswagen Passat, Audi.
No, what year? I mean, 2010?
Yeah, from 2000, from 1995, about 97
Until now. And now we have
هذا من 1997 حتى الحين.
the new one is this one.
What about the BMW or the BMW or Mercedes?
Also the
Also BMW, yeah.
Let them have a look. How you open this? This is no lock.
No lock.
The new one, the new
New BMW or whatever.
Yeah. We have one of the member of the group is a specialist in electronic. We are we can show you how open mechanical, all mechanic locks.
Because we have here 4 or 5 cars here.
But the most common locks,
أحمد البارحة قال لكم أي أقفال قوانين إلكتروميكانيكال أو تنفتح تشتغل ميكانيكيا، يعني ممكن فتحها ميكانيكيا، هي صح انها الكترونيا بس ممكن فتحها ميكانيكيا. بعطيكم امثله على ذلك. البي ام الكترونيا بس كيف فتح الباب؟ الحركه الميكانيكيه، الحركه الميكانيكيه انت ممكن تتحكم فيها. جميع السيايير اللي فيها مفاتيح الكترونيه فيها فتحه حق الباب السائق او فتح لباب معين تفتح فيها ميكانيكيا.
All cars I know they have an emergency lock.
Okay.
They can remove a cap and they have the lock is inside.
كل السيارات الإلكترونية فيها emergency lock أو باب الطوارئ. باب الطوارئ أساس إن هاي كل المفاتيح فيها بطاريات، ما تقدر تفتح سيارتك لازم تستخدمها ميكانيكيا. ففي تفتح قطعة البلاستيك وتدخل فيها الآلة تفتح الباب.
This is the new model of lock.
هذا نوع جديد من القفول سيارات.
This lock.
من هذا القفل.
You want to open, for instance, with this tool or with this tool, yeah?
ممكن تستعمل هاي الآلة أو هاي الآلة.
Can. Normal. Or black.
أوكي فتح.
No. No open.
ها.
We apply tension.
Okay.
Can you see this is spring?
Show this around.
Crack, but don't open.
Okay.
We have to work more.
Okay.
Very soft. Very soft.
Very soft. أساس هذا يدور.
Now, turn. Now yes.
ها إذا تستخدمه
But you
بقوة
apply too much tension.
إذا تستعمل بقوة ما بيتحرك، بس مثلا بشكل سوفت بشكل خفيف جدا وبرقة يفتح لك الباب.
Yeah, basically has like a clutch. If you put too much tension, it disengages and you don't.
في نوع من الكلاتش اللي مسواه بطريقة ميكانيكية لو استخدم فيه قوة يفصل لك، بس إذا بشكل برقة يفتح لك القفل.
Even without this. Turn. Do not open.
Okay.
The reason that they did that is the first thing that the thief put in a screwdriver tend to turn. It's gonna turn, but the door is not gonna open. There's no, they break the connection between the front of the plug and the rest of the cylinder.
And you found only roots on the locks, not in the electronic. There is a device for all the BMW. We can clone a key inside from the computer, from the car in 20 seconds. We have a second key and there is not registered in the car.
Again, you can clone the key of the car?
Inside of the computer system of the car. There are program keys. If we suck one out, program the key in 20 seconds.
اوكي ممكن ينسخون المفتاح اللي مخزن الكترونيا، يجمعون القفل يسووا له معلومات اللي فيه في الكمبيوتر، ينسخوه حطوه في المفتاح، شغلوا السيارة in 20 seconds في 20 ثانية.
This is Ford TV.
مفاتيح فورد. شفتوا مفاتيح فورد شكلها كيف مثل يعني عمود وهناك شيء معفص. كاميرا.
Oh, sorry.
With this tool we can open and decode for and shower.
هذا استخدام هاي الآلة. هاي الآلة.
locks. We can close with all, even with a key blank we can close, and we cannot open. This is not the key of this lock. We can turn for closing. Close, not a problem. The problem is
هذا المفتاح اصلا مصمم للغلق وليس للفتح اصلا حتى كان عملت تغيير لكن شوف الان.
The codes also develop. Yeah. You have some tools that you're seeing here, they just open it like a pick, they open the lock and that's it. And some tools that can open the lock and also decode the locks to get the key made after you get the
turn
code.
for close.
Close,
But
yeah.
the other side is for opening.
No,
But
no.
obviously it doesn't.
حتى الان لما حطه يعني ما سوى شيء يقول لك فقط هذا للغلق وليس للفتح. اوكي.
Now working this way is. If I work in this way, it's because the car is,
Yeah.
you know.
Has been
هو
a
طبعاً حتى
terrible
الطريقة-
accident. You know, the car is
هو حط الطريقه
sideways.
شيء لان هذا اللي ماسك القفل ما تسمح له يحطها بالطريقه هاي فاضطر يحطها بالطريقه.
If any of you have a Ford, I can open.
هل انت فور؟
Sorry?
BMW.
Ah, you are my rich friend.
He go outside about the many cars. Choose any car.
Yeah, actually, what kind of cars you guys driving?
ها شو
See if
شو
we
شو
have
شو
to-
شو سعر السوق؟
Huh?
He has Toyota car. Toyota. He has Toyota.
رصيدك.
Toyota.
Well, we have to ask them.
Nobody
if
had
they-
Mercedes.
You know, if each
Probably we
car.
have not too many tools for cars here. They have a complication car here.
You have that type of
BMW.
BMW.
For that BMW, I have not tool here. We have a complicated with all, but not here.
يقول عندهم شنطة لفتح جميع أبواب السيارات بس مو بيها كاملة.
That's another issue. When you guys start shopping for tools, you're gonna end up shopping for a lot of tools especially if you do cars. You're gonna have probably one tool for per car. Okay? And Lockmaster in the catalog show you all the different peaks on the coders for different cars. Yeah. Pero sabes, José, ten cuidado que el cam no te esté pegando.
Me estoy matando la espalda aquí.
El cam no te vaya a pegar aquí.
No, sí, pero giro hacia el otro lado. Es que para trabajar así, la verdad es que nunca.
Ahí está abierto. It's open.
Now you can see, turn this side, the open side. This, okay.
It's open?
Yeah, 1 second. Okay.
Now we can open, and here with this line and this marks here, we only have to move here and take the code. Well, now we have
Okay.
to regulate the tool. No, it's not regulated.
اوكي. بالآلة هذه ممكن ينسخ ياخذ شفرات المفتاح وينسخ مفتاح آخر في مرقمة على حسب العمق وحسب الأطوال بهالتول هاي. Okay. He say one guy, this is key. Can you open this car?
I can open, but with the tool, but I have no tool here.
يقول بطلة بالتولز اللي عندي بس
I
التول مو
have
مش
this.
معي.
This I have for food. I have.
هالتولز عندي افتح سيارات هاي بس التول ما عندي.
Four is no problem. I have the tool.
Some of you guys ask us where we can get pigs. Adi, you look at through the catalog, Adi has a very wide range of different pigs.
I have it for every order, huh?
Also the ships to disassemble the locks, he carried those. Followers, he
عند
carried
مجموعة
those.
أدوات فتح هذا طبعا عارفين هذا اللي هو الفابريتر أو الهزاز. طبعا أدوات كاملة شفرات متنوعة حق البكس مع المقبض ماله ثبت كل واحد على مقبض. هذه الآلة اللي دخلها في القفل على أساس تسوي اتنشن على أساس لما يسمونه أساس لما تلف الجهة لما تفتحها تمسكها من هني. وعندك هذه what this I don't know.
Okay, that is a very interesting tool called plug spinner.
plug spinner.
Spinner.
الحامل مغزلي سبينر مغزلي.
You know what to do.
Sometimes you, especially when you pick
Here,
it up.
Toby.
Yeah.
Okay. This, if you pick the lock, sometimes we can pick a lock one way, but not the other way.
Yeah, it's easy one way.
It's crazy.
You try to the other side.
Yeah.
I was telling you that the other side doesn't work. So you pick it to one side, but you want to really turn it to the other side. That spinner, what it does is you put the blade into the plug, and it very rapidly turns the plug. But the pins don't catch with the top pin.
It turns it fast enough that the pins can't drop in the plug.
Another one is you have to do it more than one time. So if you pick the lock, you open you make one click to open it, then you have to do it again. You can use the spinner just to put it and pass it again, so you can make multiple turns on without having the pin the lock again.
There's several different kinds of plug spinners that are available. So where's this business locking? Okay. Yeah, no, it's all this does. A plug spinner is a wind-up spring, and all you do is wind it up. You stick it in the plug. You push the button, and it spins it really fast. It's really, really aggravating to pick a lock the wrong way. Then you try to pick it, let's say counterclockwise, to open the door, except you can pick it clockwise to lock the door, but you can't unlock the door. So this plug spinner is the way around it. Plug spinner. You have to, if you're going to pick locks, you have to have a good plug spinner.
Like this, you can open with electropicker. It's only the difficult. The lock is you see on the code. It's a very difficult lock. When you see the code of this, on the camera, the steps are very different.
You can just hold this up. This is
fresh new Abus lock. Abus, yeah.
I had one of these yesterday.
And we will pick them now, and later you can open it for see the roots. When I give a bead on the pins spring up, and we have no pressure from down. The springs not work when the top pin can turn. And in this moment, we see on the pin very much marks around the pin. Not only in one direction. It's a difference between hand pick and electro pick.
This is the same electro pick that we demonstrated yesterday.
This is the catalog also. You can get it from
I showed how to do this yesterday.
Just move out of. And I want you to point out also he's putting the tension wrench on the bottom, not on the top. So remember that I was telling you that you can use the tension wrench either from the top or on the bottom. He's using it on the bottom of it.
When I'm not feeling a reaction, I start to move the needles. But I feel only one mushroom pin blockade the lock. And I think with this needle I can open. I hope so, the same as Jose Luis.
Now, and this could be the perfect example. It doesn't, he opened it one side. Leave it there because I want to do the plug spinner for that.
Yeah, okay. Let me show how the plug spinner works.
اوكي هذا فتحها بالهزاز مع التنشن او الاستخدام الاله اساس اللي يضغط عليها او يشد عليها اساس الدوره. الحين الاله وين التنشن؟ اوكي قاعد يدورونه.
Actually, I need a volunteer here.
متطوع تعال. زين حظك بعد.
Sometimes this can be confusing. You know, if you turn to the right, it's going through the right. Okay? So, you see what happened? When I press this button, this is going to spin very rapidly. Okay? So I grab the handle and say where I want to the plug.
Okay. Right or left?
Okay, you tell me, right or left?
This one go right now.
Well, we want it to the left, so we're gonna set it to the left.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna get very close.
7 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna just put it inside the lock. I like it more or less in the center, and we're gonna just stop.
I like it a little bit more
Yes.
that you have power to install.
But that's the idea. Get it very close, press the button, and it will spin on the other side.
فكرة هذا إذا تبى تدور الأسطوانة دورة ثانية أنت لما الأسطوانة تدور زاد دورة كاملة مرة ثانية البساتة بتدخل داخل فتسوي عاق عليك مرة ثانية فتضطر تسوي له مرة ثانية بكينج. هذا الآلة شو فكرتها؟ أنت تاخذ لفة كاملة قبل ما تصل عند اللفة عند هذا البساتة تدخل آلة وتلفها تبغى يمين ولا يسار. إذا حطيت مثلا يسار تلف يسار تدخل أساس تلفها بسرعة بس ما يدخل بساتة مرة ثانية في الهوز أو في الحفر ماله.
This was a brand new lock. This is a brand new lock.
هذا قفل جديد.
And from one side, you will not find any roots on the pins. But when you turn it and you see the side you are working, you found very clear roots on the top of the pins.
زين هذا اسطوانة هذا ما استقلنا فيه.
And then it go around that everybody can look.
Okay. Okay, and remember guys that you work with trying to identify forensic marks in the pins. So one side is marked, the other side is not. Okay? This tool can be used also in the field if you really want to decide to take that lock apart and further examine that signal.
Okay. Okay, see it now.
Yeah? When you let it go around, everybody can have a view. And in the time, as a will present the Caesar, will come. Yeah?
يا جماعة طبعا هذا ممكن تشوف من هني بس من البداية حطه هني مع الإضاءة بتشوف داخل بس في واحد من اللي يستخدم في تولز يشوف في اثار على البستن هني وهني في اثار موجوده في البستن. ورده. اوكي؟ ومر عليهم كله مقطع.
Later on, we open your door here, I think. I feel like at first we show you another tool.
This is a very, very special tool. It's always not for all, well, to have different tools or different profiles. Don't move this, please. Move only one you break it. Because this is part of this. Parts are very big. Okay.
Little attention.
Okay, guys, do you have any questions so far? Yeah. Huh? Okay. They said the catalog is in Germany. We don't understand Germany, so what they can do? That's the question for the catalog.
If you have a German one, you can download the English.
You have website? You have website?
In the England page, you can click to download English, and they will have a text.
Excuse me.
And then it's actual.
How can we know the price?
The price is also in the price. You can download also the price. The last will have the white hair. English now is accurate. It's all English.
Yeah, I'm ready.
اوكي يلا يا جماعه اساس نباشر الموضوع.
Okay.
ياسر نخلي الاسئله الجانبيه شوي على الجنب الان. ايدي
Adi.
قاري. اوكي we do it now. Go ahead.
Now, with this tool,
هالآلة
we can open and take the code.
اوكي هذه الآلة ممكن ناخذ الكود المفتاح
Decoding, and at the same time we have the key ready.
في نفس الوقت يكون عندنا المفتاح جاهز.
This we only have this.
نسوي نحطه داخل المفتاح.
And to move this now.
نشد للخلف.
And apply a little tension.
نسوي تنشن بسيط عليه.
You can see here the stop.
ها
In number 5.
وقف هنا على رقم 5. في عندي سكيل من أعلى يبين الارقام.
Number 5.
ايه
Yeah. In.
اوكي نزلها.
Move. Number 5.
زين سكيل او يعني المقاس العمق رقم 5 اللي هو اول واحد او اخر واحد.
Here.
حطه هني في الآلة.
In.
اوكي.
This.
الاخر.
Now we go to number 5.
نروح الى رقم 5.
We move 1.
نمشي خطوة واحدة في الآلة.
Yeah. In.
أرجع مرة ثانية داخل.
Out.
نطلعه.
Again.
ندخله هني.
Number 5.
نعم ايه. اوكي. مرة ثانية رقم 5.
Two.
اوكي.
Down. Up.
اوكي. مرة ثانية.
Number 5 again.
نمبر 5 مرة ثانية. هذا آخر. This is the last one or the first one?
Number 5 is the down.
Down, I mean down, but which one? Which pin?
Well, number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The old.
The 5. Okay.
The
okay.
down.
آخر واحد. البن آخر واحد. كل حين قاس البن آخر واحد. بعد رقم 5. هو ياخذ.
And you see, we have with this. I changed
the depth.
This. Yes.
The depth. غير العمق.
No.
This is number 4.
Now it's number 4.
Okay. الحين يسمونه الكامة او البستن الرابع اللي هو بعد البستن الرابع. الحين اعطاني البستة رقم 1 كم المفروض يكون؟ رقم 1. ترى فكرة هذه الأعماق اللي بسويها بطريقة ميكانيكية تتغير الدرس مالها أو العمق مالها. نمبر 1. فتح خلاص.
You got the key there.
وعندنا المفتاح، شكل المفتاح بالضبط شو صار ويقدر ينسخ عليها المفتاح. صار أعماق مختلفة المفتاح. هذا إذا تبي تسوي نسخ المفتاح.
Okay, these tools are restricted tools. Okay, this is not something that you can get. It's only for government.
هذه التولز والأدوات مو بأي واحد حد يحصل عليها. هذه مخصصة فقط للحكومات.
Okay, something, and even your agency has to request those tools, and
يعني
there are some
يعني
restrictions also.
يعني إذا طلب الأدوات هذه عن طريق يسمونه يعني وزارة الداخلية الشرطة أو الأمور الحكومية، يعني هاي أدوات خاصة جدا يعني ما تسلم لأي حد.
التدريب يعني.
كيف؟ If they buy, how the training will be?
Training?
Yes, for this tool.
This tool, maybe 2 days we need for these tools around there. Only for this tool.
بس هذه الآلة تحتاج يومين تريننج. يومين تدريب.
لازم نروح الماني ولا
ما كيف يجون هني؟ الماني تتفسح، يجون هني هم يتفسحوني.
For the electropic I need 1 hour, and then you are fit for the electropic. For the electropic I need 1 hour, they are fit for it.
أقول للكالون اللي هو إلكترو يعني ميكانيكي يباله ساعة واحدة وأنتوا عارفين وذت يعني تدريب.
Don't move this.
Yeah, somebody asked me for information. When they send us the email details, then we give him always the newest information of the tools.
Okay.
When they send us the details of the email,
Okay.
the stories involved, and we send always information to the people.
المعلومات اللي هو يسمونه اللي تطلبونها حيطلبها طبعا تطلبوها عن طريق الشرطة على أساس يزودكم إياها. إيه.
I know. It's keyway specific. Basically, Covert. Can't be clear on the team. I know. Very cheap. But delivering is more difficult to use.
Okay, one more. Now you have this and this one. What changes are this?
This is, but this has this. This, we have to move this.
Yes, so what?
We have to move
Each one of these elements.
these small pieces. With this inside,
They're individual
the
elements.
pieces, this piece, do this.
Okay. So you move it all the way.
Yeah, if I can move only when this is down. If I move here, all pieces fall down.
Just to retain.
Here is not a problem. They cannot fall down.
Okay, I see. Yes.
And with this another one, the pieces do this. And when I feel the pin is hard, I change. This is the correct step. Correct step.
This is the outgrowth of the pin cam system that John Paul originally invented.
The John Paul?
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Because it's actually easy to use.
So that's his main business?
John?
Yeah.
His main business is inventing unbelievable tools that translate into metal. Yeah, let's take a break.
Yes, we have break يا جماعة. يلا حق الكوفي نرجع.
Here, crayons. Louis, be my guest. You're on this.
اوكي. الحين بوريكم قفل اخر قفل كيف طريقة فتحه. هذا القفل نوع من الاقفال هذا يستخدم عندهم في اوروبا.
This is yours?
Here, I'll take it.
يستخدم في نظام الشتر هذا الباب يفتحون الالومنيوم. هذا القفل مفتاح طريقة تصميم مفتاحه اللي هو مسافات مختلفة وفي ضغط هني والمجرى غير. ما أعلم كيف يسمونه. يعني هذا تصميم المفتاح القفل اللي فيه ارتفاعات مختلفة هني موجودة وفي ثقب هناك مجرى. هذا نفس الشيء. هذا التويات السالفة يمكن هذا مفيد للموجود. وفي ايضا هني وهي ايضا موجود علامه معينه اوكي في كذا اول هذا تامين قوي. هذا المفتاح من النوع التامين القوي فيها 8 بسات وفيها هول فيها ثقب في النص.
Here, this hole is because we have 2 pins in the middle, and if we have to prepare the tool with the hole, especially you cannot. This is blocked. You try to use it.
So how does this hole be?
Yeah, it's another pin.
Okay.
Another pin.
Okay. في بن طبعا في النص يدخل داخل في الثقب هذا، واذا ما تمكنت من ادخال المفتاح فالثقب ما بيفتح لك يسمونه القفل. وطبعا دخوله لازم يكون من الجهه الاعلى اللي هو وين يسمونه النتوء الموجود في اعلاه.
So it's 8 pin plus another 2 pins in the
يعني شوفوا هذا الآن موجود 8 بنز مع ثقب موجود في النص هني مثل مفتاح الآلة.
not the brush.
Okay, this is an example of how manufacturers change the arrangement of the pins to create different types of cylinders and locks, trying to make it more difficult. As we mentioned, there's tools, specialized tools for different locks, and this tool is just for this type of locks. Because the profile, the way it works, you will not, you cannot use this tool in any other type of.
طبعا يقول لك لكل تصميم قفل معين مصمم له أداة تولز معينة تفتحها. هاي التولز ممكن غير ممكن تستخدمها حق قفل تصميم آخر، فصعوبة بذلك.
And the pins are the arrangement of the pins is you can see the pins from the front.
It was open and I've turned and I've lost one.
So what Jose Luis is doing, he's like probing each pin and getting into the shear line, and then lock that individual lever so he can get the key that is going to open that high security lock.
هو فتحها جزئيا بس فتح بجهه المعاكس وقفل مرة ثانية. غلطته يقول فبتاعي يقول مرة يفتحها.
So, and on thinking, you have to rely on what you feel. So, what Jose Luis
فتح
is doing
الفني لازم تحس أو تعرف شو قاعد تسوي أنت.
is filling the pins,
تحس بالذات الداخلية.
put intention and
على الشد و And
putting tension to the tool and carefully moving those pins
وبيحاول يحرك هاي يسمونه بشكل مغزلي سبين
to the right position that he wants it.
بشكل مناسب لها.
Okay.
دوراه لفاه فتحها.
Then he's locking all those wires, and then he can open.
فتحها.
Actually, that works
ثبت
like a
ثبت
key.
ويرات ثم وصار مثل ايش؟ مثل القفل. صار الان بهالطريقه هاي. هذه تبعتها معدل وهالفتحة. كيف؟ ثبت الايش؟ المناطق هذه. هذه الغرفة هذه تحرك تحكم فيهم. في الفتحة هذه ايش؟
Nuestro gran problema es que cada cerradura necesita. Cada cerradura necesita.
هذا في حركه يعني الوزن الاساسي تمام ثم دفع الى
Just a state.